It's Monday. What's going on, people? Good afternoon. I'm recording this in the morning. So I've actually recorded it. It's actually going to be dropped in the afternoon, not a day late. But either way, welcome to the podcast that brings you that real smoke about pro wrestling. I'm talking about pro wrestling smoke. How you doing? I'm Captain Officer Champ. Yeah, y'all already know what it is. Find all my links with one link on mylinks.com // porn rap star. You feel me? You know who bringing you this wonderful wrestling podcast. I'm talking about none other than our wonderful sponsors, PassDat Apparel, SmokeKind.com, and Sara J CBD, pain relief and self-care. And please use the promo code BOBBIE to get 10% off of any order that you do with Sara J's CBDs. You feel me? You know, check out, hit the link in the description. Remember, use promo code BOBBIE to get 10% off of your order from there. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, some of these wrestlers, Swerve and all them, they need to hit up Sara J, you know what I'm saying, to get some of that bath bomb, you know what I'm saying, some of that cream to help with that pain, because So, and also don't forget to check out the flagship of the STO Podcast Network, because this is one of the podcasts as part of it. STO, The Smokers Lounge. I drop those episodes on Tuesdays. Thursdays is me by myself talking about some shit. And Friday is Bonus Smoke Friday, where I interview somebody from the porn industry that is of relevance. You feel me? We give you that real smoke about the industry. No chasers. Unlike, some of these other podcasters and YouTubers. And there you go. So, well, oh man. This weekend, Sunday was interesting. We had a pay-per-view and had a PLE. But I'll get to that in a minute, because there's a lot of things I want to talk about. Because, I don't sit here and review. I review, stuff, but I talk about the issues, give my thoughts and commentary on some of the pro wrestling shit. So, let's begin with Rampage Jackson. Now, I don't know when this situation happened or what have you. And last night I was going to record I Had to Smoke on it, which I still might do that for the subscribers to give my ultimate thought. I'm not about to go but so deep here in Pro Wrestling Smoke, because this is a Pro Wrestling Smoke. This is a Pro Wrestling podcast. But I'm going to give you a little preview of what you might hear over there. And Rampage Jackson is the son of Rampage Jackson. Everybody know who he is. He's a great UFC fighter, mixed martial artist, movie star, so forth. Yeah, he was B.A. Baracus in the newer the movie that they did for the 18. Did a good job of it too. He was a really good actor. But well, his son appeared, I guess, backstage in the back area with pro wrestling, with this pro wrestling company out of California. I actually looked them up. Hold on, let me see. I'll pull them. I'll pull up. I can pull that up easy. And let me pull this up so y'all can see this. Because last night I went and did some looking, digging, what have you. I don't know what the fuck. So anyway, to my surprise, look who owns the motherfucker. Rikishi and God, what's his dog on there? Wait a second. trainer. Rikishi, Fatu, and Reno. I'm not even gonna butcher his name, people, because I mean it is what it is. But anyway, so this is the wrestling promotion. They are a WWE ID program, territory, whatever you want to call it. So my guess was that he was there to either talk with someone about joining the program or something. I have no unless I don't understand why he was back there. But while he was back there, he runs into a wrestler. Trying to see who the wrestler's name is. He runs into a wrestler, and him and the wrestler gets up, and he has a back and forth with the young man. Now the wrestler's under the assumption, for some apparent reason, that this is a work, that he's supposed to do some type of work, some type of angle with this young man, because they're gonna be cameras out there, it's his live feed or what have you. So he puts his head, so he does sometimes when you watch them, when they put their hand on somebody's head and they headbutt, sometimes he did that with it, put his head, boom, beer can. And well, Roger won't have it. That motherfucker was mad as shit. So they explained to him that dude thought that this was a work, because he asked Roger, he's like, you gonna no sell it? You ain't gonna sell it? And the white dude begins to apologize and apologize over and over again. So supposedly it's supposed to have been squashed. It's supposed to been squashed. Okay? Now, but later on that night, well, the dude gets in the ring. Raja gets in the ring and slams the living dog shit out of this dude. I'm trying to find his damn name. Hold on. Let me see. Raja Jackson. Let me see. Okay, here we go. The guy was named Sicko Stu. He's a military veteran who got into wrestling to help with his PhD and to help him acclimate from being in the military, being in wars, to civilian life. He's a big dude. He slammed the living dog shit out of dude. I mean, he slammed him hard. So anyway, then begins to full mount him and rain punches on this dude unprotected. The dude was not able to protect himself until people pulled him off. He got off, I dare say. Hold on, I'm about to take a look at this real quick, because let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. He got off 20 shots to this dude's face, and this dude's face was busted up, bloodied, and the whole nine. Now, Abby and Preach, I love them. I'm a huge fan of Abby and Preach. If y'all don't know who they are, if you're watching this, I don't know how the hell y'all don't know. Go on their page after you watch this. Albert did research. See, the young man was streaming on Kick. So, I'm going to say is this. I'm curious to hear what Jim Cornette got to say, Stevie, right? But if you watch the whole feed, if you watch the admin pre-shit, first mistake, when that shit went down, once that got cleared up, they should remove that young black man out of the situation. I'm not blaming the wrestling promotion. He is totally fucked up for what the hell he do, for what he did. And his ass need to go to jail. I'm sorry, Mr. Quentin. Your son need to go to jail. When you said that you for your Asian kids, you put money away for them to go to school. For your black kids, you put money away for them when they go to jail to be bailed out. Yeah, you the father of the year, nigga. But back to my point. First mistake, y'all agreed to let this man be a part of an angle during a match. He's already pissed. An MMA fighter. You see how aggressive he is. And he ain't never been in the ring. He don't understand pro wrestling. I don't even think the fucker was a fan of pro wrestling. See, Jake Paul, he's a fan of pro wrestling. You know what I'm saying? You have guys who are celebrities that are other athletes and MMA guys. They can transition because they like wrestling and they understand what it is. Now, was the white dude dumb as fuck for what he did? Yeah. Some tell him he got put up to it because wrestlers love to rib each other, from what I understand. So someone told this naive dude, and they probably rib each other all the time. Yeah. No, why don't you shoot it? Start an angle with him. He gonna be the new dude, this, that, and the third. He know what it is. I got an idea who it is because as the video, we'll get to that in a second. So they agreed to let this guy get in the ring. He still feels some type of way, was like, damn, it's messed up. I can't. He still felt some type of way. So one of the wrestlers is in a cowboy hat. I don't know who he is. If I was Rikishi, me and that young man would have a fucking conversation. He says, well, what you can do when you get in the ring, you can get a receipt. Get your lick back. So now you gave him the green light to get a receipt. Not from the booker, not from the owner, not discussed with the wrestler, because at this whole time, he don't see dude again. For what I understand, he never talked to the white guy again. He talked to the other wrestlers. So we live in the world of social media, and he is on Kick. He has live feed, which has live chat. Guess what the chatter was about? Hyping this nigga up. You ain't gonna get your leg back. He don't respect you. He should show more respect to you, nigga. You do it for real. They do it for fake. You hear the young nigga say, I always wanted to fuck up a wrestler. So he's starting to get hyped up I'm talking about even to the point talking about some. One time he said, what did he say? He said, all this is on Abby Priest shit. So I'm not making this up. This is not hyperbole. This is not alleged. No, he can't. The world saw this shit. This ignorant nigga shit. And I said it. See, I tell you, I'm wow. Now, I explain to you why I feel emotional about this. So he said, everyone put up a W if you want to see me. What should I do first? Should I slam him? Put up a W if you want me to slap him. Put up a K, you want me to knock him out. Now, I don't know what they told him, how he supposed to come in the ring, when he supposed to come in the ring, at what point did he come in the ring. I don't even know if the match even started. Good. He's in there. He picks him up. I'm going to be honest with you. I think he knocked him out with the slam. I believe not, because I'm on. Yeah, he knocked him out with the slam. He knocked him out with the slam. Because even when they slammed, you get what I'm saying? I can't even explain it because it was like as soon as he landed, his hands was to the side. And he began to full guard punch this nigga like he was finishing the UFC fight. And then it took like damn near 6 to 8 motherfuckers to get this dude off of this man who's out, unconscious. They say he's in stable condition now. Let me take a look there. It said leading a police investigation. All right. And well, here what it said. Thank you for everyone with your prayers, concerns, and kind words for my brother Stu. Please continue to keep him in your prayers. Andrew Smith wrote with photo attachments. With photo attachments, he currently stable but in critical care at the time. We're focused on recovery and appreciate all the support. Also, we currently do not have a GoFundMe set up. Any links posted are not affiliated with us. Motherfuckers trying to get money off that shit. So, I was just reading that so y'all can understand. Now, back to my point. Later on, after they got him out of the building, you can see blood on the shirt. He's like, man, I'm tired of motherfuckers playing with me, nigga. I'm tired of motherfuckers playing with me. Think I'm a joke. Harry Priest said that one moment he took out 24 years of fucking frustration, trauma, and whatever the fuck it is that he went through on that white man. I heard of it when they called him, they even say he ain't waking up. He could have killed him. Now, I don't know if they had charged him with attempted murder or he'd been arrested. Yeah, that's what they were saying. Prior to the match, footage of Smith smashing a beer can over Roger Jackson's head was meant to be the precursor to a planned script about the Sunday evening. First and foremost, our thoughts, yeah. But here's the other part. The fact, and this is what got me. This is Rikishi's wrestling promotion, a WWE fucking Hall of Famer. And to his other part, if it was a precursor to a scripted part of the match, was Raja in on it? Was Raja in on it? Unless he's retarded and he don't understand English and instruction. So somebody didn't tell that boy. Understand this. It was so many wrongs. I can't just put the blame on Raja. Now, is he going to go to jail and be prosecuted? Yes. I don't even want to get into, I'll discuss quitting Rampage's shit behind the paywall. Because I got love for quitting Rampage, but I didn't realize, dude, you're a fucked up dad in some ways, man. Especially one video that I saw when a fan tapped you on the shoulder because he was trying to get your attention. Let's make this clear. I'm going to say this, and then I'm going to continue talking about this whole situation where everything went wrong. We all know you can whoop the average nigga ass. So you going to punk and try to son this fan in front of your son. Man, I could have fucked you up, nigga. I could have broke you, nigga. So you doing this for your son. So you basically tell your son, first thing first, break a nigga neck. As a father, I am ashamed that I would have to sit here and say on motherfucking internet, on goddamn TV, in front of the world, that I put money away for my son's bail money. What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? What the fuck, man? You know how many goddamn kids and niggas from that generation, from my generation, and beyond, look up to your ass, you a fucking legend? And then we wonder why black community so fucked up. I understand it's a wrestling podcast, but fuck that shit. The fuck, nigga? I understand that it's a combat sport. I get MMA. I understand it. But goddamn. Now, if someone put a bullet in your son's head, you'll be sitting here screaming, talking about that motherfucker need to go to jail. These goddamn motherfucking celebrity niggas, I swear to God, something wrong with them. They get some motherfucking money and lose their goddamn motherfucking mind. I swear. People want to talk shit about LeBron James. His son in the goddamn NBA. Quentin Rampage's son about to goddamn go to fucking prison. And let's see you motherfucker do that with some of them niggas up in that bitch. But back to my point. Now I had to get that out. I had to get that out. Y'all subscribe to Had the Smoke on it, because I'm about to go deep to what the fuck is wrong with black fathers and what are we teaching our sons. I'm about to do a goddamn whole deep dive. It's gonna be unpopular. It's gonna be unapologetic. So, but anyway, back to the wrestling side of this. One, Rikishi was, I don't know if Rikishi was in the know. Two, not every celebrity need to have their ass in that ring. You want somebody that respects the art of professional wrestling, the business of professional wrestling, the lineage, the tradition. They love this shit. That nigga, he don't love fucking wrestling. I don't know what the fuck he was there for. But let me explain to you why. You are Quentin Rampage Jackson's fucking son. So right there, you are the son of one of the greatest combat sport athletes of all time. So that by itself, that lineage lends to marketability. You are at Rikishi's wrestling school, a former WWE superstar / right now WWE Hall of Famer whose family is running for WWE for the most part. So you practically got a red carpet to WrestleMania damn near. And you go look at it. I see Black Brock Lesnar. I see a motherfucker that if he actually did pro wrestling, he might excel at this shit. Plus the intensity that he has from sorry about they decided to want to cut the grass while I'm doing the show. The intensity that he had, we talking about Braun Breaker type potential. Braun Breaker type potential, man. So he had an opportunity to give himself a leg up in a sport that, nigga, you could die, but it's a good chance you won't. You might be hurt a lot. You ain't gonna be, but so concussed from getting knocked the fuck out being MMA. But like I said, it began with one. He didn't know he was in the midst of an angle. Two, who the fuck okayed this angle? Rikishi didn't know this shit. His cousin didn't know this shit. There was a oos that was out there. I heard one say oos. Two, ain't been trained. I don't even think he had one moment in the motherfucking ring other than being in the octagon. And y'all okay the angle for him to get in the ring. Actually, they came up with the angle after the dude hit him with the damn beer can. So FAFO, they fucked around and found out. They put this man that has not been in the ring, not been properly trained, not taught pro wrestling, understand this is what it is, who got pulled into an angle he didn't know nothing about, wasn't prepared to take, and he's a dude that is an angry young black man that probably been in a lot of fights in his lifetime, who has a daddy who is quitting Rampage Jackson, which scares me to what kind of father he is to this young man and what he's teaching him as a person that can actually kill somebody. So this young man damn near killed this dude in the ring. And I'm sorry, like I said again, I want to hear what Jim, all my favorite wrestling podcasts don't say about this. Because at first I thought it was a work, and I said, if this is a work, this is the best work I ever fucking seen in my damn life. Or if this is an angle, I was like, damn, they'll punch you look very real. Oh no, they were real. See, just because of WWE and WCW bring in celebrities, there is a high chance of things that may go wrong unless thus wrestler is trained and let in on the game. Because see, one, you might Dude might make a mistake and catch you with one. You got to be able to keep your head level to where you don't fuck up the business and put yourself in harm's way to go to prison. Or go to court. Now, I know what they're going to say. They're going to be like, well, they told him that he can get in the ring, get his receipt back, and he got his receipt back. And sir, it is a combat sport. But me personally, if you ask me, I don't want to see a black man go to jail, but that nigga, by the letter of the law, man, you should go to jail, bro. Because the point being is, it's an angle. Professional wrestling is legit physical, but not legit actual real competition. Meaning it is already, they already know what they're going to do walking into the ring. And they take care to not hurt each other. You didn't give a fuck because you sitting there with these niggas. That would piss me off. You up here letting these niggas on kick that don't know you, they ain't gonna pay your bail money, ain't gonna send you commissary, hype your dumb ass up to possibly now having to go to fucking prison, jail. Ain't know what's sad? I don't think your dad feel one bit, I repeat the word, sad about it. The way that he talks. Hold on. This is what was said from Rampage Jackson. I want to clear up the misinformation about my son, Roger. I've been confirmed that the wrestler, Stuart Smith, a.k.a. Sicko Stu, is awake and stable. Roger was unexpectedly hit with the side of the head by him moments before Smith's match. Roger was told he could get his payback in the ring. I thought it was part of the show. It was bad judgment and the work that went wrong. Roger is an MMA fighter, not a pro wrestler. He had no business involved in the event like this. I don't condone my son's action at all. He suffered a concussion from sparring only days ago and had no business doing anything remotely close to the physical contact. As a father, I am deeply concerned with his health and well-being of Mr. Smith. That being said, I'm very upset of any of this happened, but my main concern now is now that Mr. Smith will make a speedy recovery. I apologize on behalf of me and my family. Now, no, I ain't even going front. From reading this is so they were trying to say that the message wasn't heartfelt. I think the message was heartfelt. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said it's pathetic that Rampage is more worried about his son kick than the fact he tried to murder someone. Okay. I don't see where the hell he said kick. But anyway, even more so than that, he has a point that Rampage, his son shouldn't have been in that position because one, like I said, he didn't know. No one alerted him. But regardless of that, if you're going to get your receipt back, let me explain. When they say get a receipt back, you get a lick. No, if you sit there and listen to him the whole time, he was looking to fuck dude up and put his ass in the hospital. He did exactly what he said he was going to do. I get what you're saying, Rampage. I get it. But apparently somebody explained to this your dumbass son, what the fuck a receipt is. A receipt is one, not receipts. Receipt. You can get one good shot on him, but don't kill him. No, you got 20 unblocked, clear shots to the fucking face. That's overkill, nigga. And once again, if I was Rampage Jackson in this moment, I'm questioning myself as a father, like, wait a second. Listen to all that shit. What the fuck you doing, boy? You let these dumbass niggas. I hope thoughts and prayers to both sides. And I hope Mr. Smith recovers. I hope this is not souring him on pro wrestling. I hope this young man gets whatever healing therapy, whatever the fuck you need, nigga. And no disrespect to Quentin Rampage Jackson. I love him as an athlete. But, bruh, you and your son need to do some serious therapy because I don't know what it is about this tough guy motto, pride before the fall, man. I'm so afraid that your son one day, God forbid, gets put in position and someone put a bullet in his brain because he don't know how to back the fuck down. And that he's so easy to allow people to talk him up. But I digress. I just had to get that out of the way. I know I did a whole 30 minutes on that damn hour, but I'm sorry. All right, now. Mercedes Moné won the Scottish Women's title. Now, I've been hearing so much talk about her holding 9 titles and the meaning and so forth and so forth and so forth. It's not the point. Did I have not heard people say it's the man that makes the belt don't make the man. Mercedes Moné, Toni Storm, on the independent, outside of WWE, are the 2 hottest female wrestlers in the game. I know people say Athena. I love Athena too, but no, 1 and 2. Moné can wrestle. She is open to work with multiple companies. And she's high profile. It ain't just that she's AEW. She's high profile. The motherfucker was on The Mandalorian. This is more of a, well, let's just say it. Them wrestling promotions want attention. Who better than Mercedes Moné? This is what it comes down to, right? Because I remember we had Kenny Omega doing the belt collector. Everybody was praising that shit. We see it had 2 belt Becky. I done seen with the Ultimo, what was it, the J Crown, the Ultimo Dragon. So every part of wrestling history, there was somebody that was a belt collector. Why can't it be a woman this go around? What do you think would happen if Charlotte Flair left WWE? You think Moné was 9 belts? Come on, man. Y'all gotta it when it comes down to it is Mercedes Moné is proving to WWE, y'all really dropped the ball with me. I am worried because let me explain something to you. If she ever go back to WWE, she's gonna be so hot, ain't a damn the women's division ain't gonna know what to do with her. Because think about it, she done wrestled in every promotion. Mexico, CMLL, Canada, England, Scotland. I don't see nothing wrong with it. To me, It to me, when they say does it become cynical, not really. Because look at boxing. Every time we look up, them motherfuckers walking in with about 5, 6, 8 belts. Ain't nobody talking about some, man, that's just too many goddamn titles for that damn motherfucking one boxing guy. How many weight divisions? Well, you have motherfuckers holding belts in weight divisions. To me, it's no different. So for anybody that got anything to say about Mercedes Moné holding 9 belts, man, go fuck off. But anyway, now, before I go into these previews and shit, let's talk about Ashe. We have a new match added to Ashe. Let's go down. Ashe 11. And it will be Yaya the Gift against LeBron Cozone. Now, for some of y'all don't know who he is, he is a beast. He is currently, I think, the national open weight champion. Hold on, let me pull my man up real quick so y'all can take a look at him. LeBron Cozone. He is currently the national heavyweight champion of Deadlock Pro for 200 days. I had the pleasure of watching this man live. Okay, one, he will be on the next stage at some point. I'm curious to see when and who. I see TNA for some apparent reason. TNA or like MLW. I can see WWE. Damn sure can. Probably throw him in with NXT, and probably NXT actually, because Javon Evans came from here. Suge from Dark State, aka Lucky Ali. But yeah, this man here is going to go against my man Yaya, the gifted one. Take a look. Yeah, he's a beast. He didn't have that belt for a long time, so at some point he will. He has challenged Suge D for the Pan African title when he had it. He's one of North Carolina's top wrestlers, man. So I had the pleasure of taking a picture with him and meeting him in person, man. He is just so fucking cool, dog. He's a beast. So him and Yaya, the gifted one. Let's see that boy real quick. Trying to get a picture of him so y'all can get a look. Yaya, the gifted one. And if you haven't seen this dude, let me just be honest with you. He is a freaking beast in the ring. So this is going to be a bomber of a match that has been added to the Ashe lineup. So for what I believe, am I correct? We have Yaya versus Cozone. We have the 4-way to crown the Ashe Women's Championship with a match between Aaliyah James and Maya World to decide who will be joining that fatal 4-way. Brother Jay, what damn it? Hold on, give me a second. See, I'm just messing up. Okay, of course, Isaiah Maxwell will be going against Cedric Alexander. Give me 1 second. It's all right. Just looking through the pages, people. Trying to get everything. Okay, here we go. Also added is a 8-man tag with Team North Carolina versus Team DC. Wow. Okay, so we're going to have Dante Khalifa. He wrestles for 5 Star Pro. I actually watched him on their YouTube channel. He's a beast. Soulfly Manny. Look, actually, wait a second. Take a look at Dante. Yep. Yeah, Dante Khalifa, my bad. Yeah, he's a beast. I think he was in the first. Man, I think he was in the first team NC versus Jordan. I can't remember. But anyway, this is what's going on here. Dante Khalifa, Soulfly Manny Low, Bojax. Now, let's talk about this man here. What he is one of he was the first, as you can see right here, the first ever Deadlock Pro World Champion. And I didn't realize he was 2-time Pro Wrestling Live, Pro Wrestling Federation Live, Undisputed Champion. He's a beast. And he's in this 8-man tag.
He's successful monster as of right here. 2 years old. Oh! Oh my! Oh! Oh! It didn't have to be this way. He's on the outside.
That dude is a monster. God dang. That's about everything. So, as y'all can see, yeah, people. Let's get back to it. So this is Team NC with Jaquan Anderson out on B got a page. And then we have Team DC, this guy from DC. We have Mr. Grimm, who y'all might have seen on NWA Wrestling, actually. As well as Il O'Neill. I hadn't really had a chance to look at him. I never really took a look at his page. Okay. He might be connected in some way. Hold on. Here we go. Yeah, he got thrown to a table. No, I was. That ain't what I wanted to see. Hold on. Hey, we about to find something real quick. Hold on. Oh, nice. That's nice. Nice move. So that's L. O'Neill. Oh, he didn't hold the Fight Club title. Okay. Let's go back. And then, of course, we have. This is L. What's his name? Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Andino, his name is Andino. A lot of these guys from, I think, the Fight Club up there, which is the black-owned promotion up there in, or Black Run, actually, up north, I take it. Let me see if I can find some.
This is how we grew up, bro. You can't use this no more, bro. For real. I'm really not. They can't save you. That's the point. They can't save you. They can't save you no more. I'm here.
Hold on, let's see what we can find. Well, some action we got with this dude. Well, I might have to look up these. I might look at these guys, some of these guys from DC, because now this guy here, Prolific Moses, he interests me. Hold on, let me see. I saw some stuff with him. Let's see here. Oh yeah, that's right. They were in the Crockett Cup together. Okay. I forgot what happened with that. Let me see. Let's take a look at some of this shit. Big dude. Okay. But that was one of the matches that's been added, this 8-man tag with the Team DC versus NC. I'm gonna be real with you. This is a meaty ass 8-man tag compared to the one DC versus Georgia. These some big men here, bro. I'm for real. You got Bojax and I said, let's take a look at Dr. Khalif, because I think I saw him on Ashe before. Oh yeah, he was at the last one. He won the I had to remember. Yeah, he won the what was the pre-show match. So yeah. Yeah, he beat Keith Mack. Yeah.
Hey, look here. I am the Dante Khalifa, and regardless of what you think is going on, regardless of who your favorite professional wrestler is at Ashe Wrestling, I am the best MOFO in Ashe Wrestling. You just don't know it. It hasn't clicked for you yet, and that's not your fault. It's mine. It's mine to see for a long time.
Oh yeah. Y'all can go check out these people page, man. Hey, y'all sit here looking at me this shit. Go follow. If you a wrestling fan, go follow the shit. So anyway, they got this big 8-man tag. Also, which I'm going to preview this when the time comes, ladies and gentlemen. Frontman Jai versus Darius Lockhart. And then of course, Isaiah Broner will be going after the biggest prize in the culture, the Pan-African Diaspora World title, who is currently held by the King. My man, I'm talking about none other than Bishop Khan. And I do believe we will have Darius Lockhart defending the Ashe title. We waiting to hear for that announcement. So that's the updated card. I will be previewing this when the time comes, ladies and gentlemen. And I will, wherever I have to pay for it, all they got it on YouTube, I'm going to live stream this shit on Facebook as well as X. I want y'all to join me and watch Ashe Pro Wrestling. All right. Now, we're going to begin with, first of all, I didn't get to see AEW Forbidden Door. for the most part, I did not. I did see the highlights. I did read everything, what have you. I did watch Heatwave, so I will discuss Heatwave. And we're going to take a look at the card for right now for the Castle in Paris, and what might be added at some point, and all that good stuff. And look at WWE. So now, with that being said, let's get to it. AEW Forbidden Door, for what I've seen clip-wise, read, I really got to get an AEW pay-per-view. Now, I understand that WWE been doing a lot of what is called counter-programming. I heard that what Wrestlepalooza will be on the same day as All In. But what WWE is trying to do is force AEW to abandon the pay-per-view model. That would be the win for WWE, because TNA does the pay-per-view also, you get what I'm saying? But they're going to eventually stop doing pay-per-views. They're going to end up doing the PLE. Same thing with AAA. That is what WWE is trying to do now. The equivalent of destroying the territories, they want to destroy the POV, the pay-per-view. They want it to be that it's PLE. You watch it. Everybody watch their favorite company's PLE on a streaming service of some kind. Come on. MLW don't do pay-per-views. TNA, they do their pay-per-views, you know what I'm saying? But I digress. You feel me? So, anyway, on the whole, this is probably one of their best shows. They broke the record for the O2 Arena. The crowd, for what I could see, was hot. And the big news that came out of it is, I do agree with Ango, because I love watching him on YouTube. Y'all check him out, the Ango Show. ANGO. Good dude. Love him. I don't understand why the Death Riders, after losing the match, decimated Ospreay again. He got decimated by them again, because he was supposed to be going away. Everybody knows this because of the news. I guess Ospreay was like, look, I just don't want to walk out. Look, I want y'all to carry me. But apparently they got jumped. He got jumped afterwards, which was the main event, which was the cage match, which, for what I understand, was wild and crazy. Was pretty good. I love how they stuck with the story of the crew still fucking with the Young Bucks. Young Bucks thinking there's going to be tax and it's gummy bears. I knew this was going to be the kind of match it was going to be. And what it might set up afterwards. I think what they were trying to do is continue to have the heat on the Death Riders. And they wanted a shocking image to leave the fans with instead of a feel-good moment. So, and I said this before when it comes to Tony, and I figured out Tony's booking. He like interweaving different beefs, different angles together to build what he would consider a cohesive universe, to where he could put a pin in something and pull the pin out later to bring back that feud. But he always leaves the breadcrumb that leads to that feud. Now, we're going to get to all that as we talk about each of these matches. So now, with that being said, big news. like I said, the faces won the big cage match, and Ospreay will be gone for a minute, and they wrote the angle on him to go about. Wardlow has returned, and he's with Don Callis. Okay, can we have a real conversation about this? When is going to be enough, man? When is going to be enough? How much of the roster you gonna have on Don Callis' goddamn motherfucking payroll? I'm like, damn, Tony, really? It all clicks in at some point. You're really gonna run this stale at some point. Because I get Wardlow if he attacked Strickland, which part of the reason we attacked not Strickland, but Prince Nana, mostly to take both Nana and Strick off of TV because Swerve will begin the operation. Hence, part of the reason why they put him against Okada, for him to have his last match with Okada, and for him to, he lost to Okada, and Okada continued to attack his leg to write him off. And then Wardlow comes out and attacks Prince Nana, and there you go. But I kind of am not feeling Wardlow with them. It's like, which some tell me Wardlow might be the, no, that wouldn't even make sense, because that'd be stupid for you to put him as a number one contender for the world title. But, or you can set it up, because some tell me there's going to be a title eliminator tournament coming up soon. You know, but I digress. But I don't understand why they got Wardlow with Don Callis. But he comes back, decimates Prince Nana in front of Swerve Strickland. So Swerve has Don Callis to deal with, Wardlow, and Okada when he comes back. So I'm curious, is they going to have him pick up the beef with Okada or pick up the beef with Wardlow? We'll see. And I wonder what they're going to do with Wardlow, because I kind of feel what a lot of people are saying. We got Josh Alexander. He, like, one of the best guys on the goddamn roster. You got him just a henchman. You know what I'm saying? So, speaking about that, Kyle Fletcher retained his title. For what I can see, I'm wondering who's going to be next in line for him or what have you. Anyway, now, speaking about world titles, MJF, despite all the everything he had set up, he lost to Hangman Page, which I kind of figured that was going to happen because, well, Hangman, Tony is not going to. One thing Tony's going to do is he's going to allow his champs to breathe with the belt. He's not going to hot potato or hot shot it. And plus, the way that they set it up, MJF can come back. But because MJF never cashed it in, and Tony said moving forward, that contract, you have to announce it 1 week before the match. Did he leave it open to where MJF can actually just cash it in whenever? So this one he can cash in whenever, but the next one they can't. Okay. You see how he's setting up the little nuggets, right? Because a lot of people, when MJF cashing in, gonna be like, well, wait a second, didn't Tony say for the next one, idiots? The next one. This one, he can catch Hangman slipping and cashing in. So we'll see. But anyway, for what I saw, the highlights, it was a good fucking match. MJF got bloodied. It was everything I thought it was going to be. And I'm seeing that they're creating a long-term rivalry between him and Adam Page. because this was their third match. So this could be, I mean, I'm not comparing it to Steamboat and Ric Flair, but I'm talking about the rivalry that, you know, span over years. I think this is one of them, low key, because it seemed like no matter what, they're always going to end up bumping heads. And I like that. You know what I'm saying? So he's doing long-term booking. But I think a lot of people don't understand his booking because they're not seeing that he set seeds early to bring forth certain flowers to bloom. It's just he just convolutes the other shit in that you forget about the seed that he set. You be like, what the fuck? So when something happens, it seems random when technically it's not. So now, when it comes to MVP, apparently they really didn't want to drop the titles to FTR. And remember I told you, I said, if I were Tony, this is what I'd do. I'd be like, all right, since you don't want to drop the titles to them and you don't want to do this and you don't want to do that, you want to do the be the WWE guy with the WWE attitude. You know what I'm saying? The Mike Bailey shit, I knew that wasn't true, but them dropping the titles to FTR, I feel where they were coming from. But the fact that you practically told him that you his balls. But I digress anyway. So we're going to get Gates of Agony as well as Ricochet against Hurt Syndicate because they interfered in the match, which took Hurt Syndicate out of the match, which enabled Brodito to become tag champs. And I think I did say on that show, I said that'd be crazy as fuck if they win, but just sometimes FTR. I'm actually glad that they did that. FTR don't need the belts right now. Plus, it gives the tag titles a new coat of paint because this is a tag team that is one makeshift, which is not a bad makeshift tag team. And like I said again, it gives the tag titles a fresh coat of paint because you have a completely new tag team that has the titles. You know what I'm saying? And also, now you had the off-ramp to get the Hurt Syndicate out of the picture. Oh, by the way, the Hurt Syndicate still have not been pinned. They're actually, okay, how are we going to be Black Road Warriors, but we ain't Road Warriors? I don't get that. I ain't Doom. I don't ever remember Shelton Benjamin being this dominating. I'm just being real. No, I'm dead serious. If y'all go back, where have you ever seen Shelton Benjamin this dominant? Bobby, yes, we've seen it, but never Shelton. It's kind of like when the Freebirds wanted to be like they were indestructible back in WCW when it was Michael Hayes and Jimmy Garvin. Only my old school people understand what I'm talking about. But I digress. So now we're going to have Gates of Agony. Now, I know a lot of people are going to sit here and say, how did this fit? Why were the Gates? I know people like, okay, why the Gates of Agony interfered? Even though the Gates of Agony had a tag match against them and they lost, well, it was because of Ricochet. Remember I told you I said he plant seeds, put a pin in it, and then come back later. He pulled the pin out. He puts the Gates of Agony with Ricochet. Now, if y'all remember when MVP first got to AEW, he gave Ricochet a card. Ricochet was going to be a member of the Hurt Syndicate. And then later on, they got the card back, and ripped it in pieces and said, we don't deal with whiny bitches. This was during the midst of when he was beefing with Swerve Strickland. Part of the reason why he snapped. So, that explains why Ricochet is involved in it. And then, of course, the Gates of Agony gets mentioned in the story of who they said will drop the belts with. And they beat the Gates of Agony. Add to it, Ricochet was spun, embarrassed by the Hurt Syndicate. There you go. Of course, Mercedes Moné retains. We talked about her earlier. Timeless Toni Storm retains. And a lot of people saying, Athena should win. Athena should win. I love Athena. She's a sexy, gorgeous lady that I love looking at and love watching. But you cannot take the title off of Toni Storm right now. Toni Storm is the number one hottest female wrestler in the game. Can we stop playing? Who gets a bigger pop than her? I know y'all gonna say, well, Rhea Ripley. If she went to WWE, she would drown out Rhea Ripley's pop. Every time. She's part of the reason why motherfuckers watching AEW right now. No. Because unless you're going to have something for her, a beef that takes her away from the world title, it's kind of like Rick. You got to keep her around that belt. Plus, Athena wasn't hurt by the loss, nor was she buried. I'll get to burying in a minute with WWE. But Athena is the Ring of Honor champion. Now, because that's the real question, when is she going to drop it? She's been champion damn near 1,000 days. But also it made sense because she is champ. That's why she lost. He's building up what y'all been complaining about and saying for the longest. When the champ lose, it means something. When Roman Reigns lost, it meant something. When Tony finally loses, it means something. And he's using Tony to elevate chicks. The question is, when he's going to pull the pin on the comeback between either Megan Bayne or Mercedes Moné. Because them the two I'm suspecting to be next in line to win that title. And while you playing, I smell Jamie Hayter win the TBS title. But that's a conversation for another day. Toni Storm retains. What else went down there? Of course, Christian Cage and Colt won. Yep, there you go. Trust me, I'm looking forward to seeing them two back together because it's been years since I've seen them as tag partners. And I can't wait to see it, man. You know, now when it leads to a tag titles, I don't know. And is they done with Kip Sabian and the rest of them? I'm curious on that too. I'm curious to see if, because like I said, once again, interwoven. You do realize these two niggas in two beats with two different tag teams. So you got FTR, who got the issue with Colt. Now add Christian there. Christian got his issue with Nick Wayne. Now add Killshot and Kip Sabian. Interwoven, different beefs. Same thing with the Don Callis family. Look how many, the whole family, you know how many beefs they in? Then of course I think on the I'm not even gonna talk about the pre-show too tough. What the ops want to do, you know, but let me make sure I hit everything and anything that I missed from All In. Trying to make sure. Oh, the Jamie Hayter return. Just want to make sure I got everything. Yep, I hit all the notes. So there you go. So that's in the Forbidden Door. I'm curious to see what's going to happen, what's going to be set up, who is Paige going to be next opponent, and how they going to do that. Is they going to do the tournament? Is there someone going to be step up? Is Wardlow his next opponent? But I'm curious to see what they're going to do with Wardlow. Like I said, I'm disappointed that he's with Don Callis, but I swear, Don Callis, man, I'm like, were you trying to make him Bobby Heenan? Don Callis guy? And I'm looking forward to seeing the storyline when Don Callis' family falls out and Don Callis has nobody. I'm curious. But I think he's going to be, he wants to be that Bobby Heenan. And Jimmy Hart. There you go. So, all right. Now, I did see Heatwave. It was actually a good pay-per-view. First of all, I'm disappointed. Speaking about burying, 2 people got buried in this pay-per-view. Javon Evans, because he lost the match against Obafemi, which was a very good match. And Obafemi won. I thought that Javon was going to win because he been at the point too many times. But in essence, they kind of buried him. How many times you gonna have a guy go for the world title and lose? Add to it, he even had a chance. No, actually, I think it's the second time he lost Obafemi. I think he challenged Obafemi for the North American title and lost. So it's kind of like Javon Evans, yeah, you good enough to be the main event, but we don't know if we want to put a title on you. Any title. I'm like, damn, I know he's like, shit, Jackson Drake, one of my contemporaries from 5-star pro, he won the Evolve Championship. I can't win one. So, yeah, Obafemi won. Very good match. After that, Ricky Saints let his attention know he comes to the ring, which, once again, you buried Javon. Now, Javon loses. Now, I know they're going to say, well, look, he got thrown out of the ring through a table and the powerbomb. But, once again, how many times? It's kind of like what Jim Cornette said with Ken Dusty Rhodes. What they said about Jerry Lawler. You can't have him go for the title so many times and him not win it once. Now, it won't kill a territory, but it will kill Javon Evans' momentum. Because it's kind of like, how in the world can we see him as a world champion? He hasn't won shit. Y'all even gave him the North American title. So, because I'm pretty sure that they're going to further the storyline with what's going on with the North American title. But I was very surprised. I thought Jamal was going to walk up out of there with that belt, but he didn't. So, also another burial, my baby Jada Parker. She did not win the NXT Women's #1 Contenders match. Now, once again, Jada Parker has been in #1 Contenders matches. She's had title shots, and y'all have not pulled the trigger on having her be champ. Actually, Lola Vice done jumped over, which I knew that was going to happen, that Jada wasn't going to win and Lola was going to win, because Lola Vice was just main eventing in AAA. Right now, they're trying to get AAA hot. So we need Lola Vice to be the #1 contender, a.k.a. she's about to become the NXT champion. Because they're connecting AAA with NXT for the most part. Because let's be real, have we seen any... Well, no, we haven't seen AAA on the main roster. But I think they want to integrate it with NXT, not main roster so much. And because Lola Vice was down there, she had a mixed tag match with Mr. Iguana. She has... I think who she had a match with? I think she had a match with Natty, somebody from down there. But anyway, she's down there. She's one of the ones that they putting down there. I think she's gonna be at the next Triple Mania. I think it wouldn't surprise me that she wrestles at Worlds Collide. So it didn't surprise me that she won that match. I hate that it was Jada. It's like they have her right there, but won't give her the run. So, wow, that's crazy, And then, of course, now they finally decided to do something with Dark State. Dark State won the tag titles against Hank and Tank. That was a good match. I love the way how you don't know who you're gonna wrestle until the bell actually rings, or the two that attack you in the bell ring. So either way, Hank and Tank, once again, funny. You had Dark State win. Okay, you didn't have Javon win. You didn't have Jada Parker win. We had Dark State win. Why? Because if Dark State lost his match, Dark State gonna lose steam, and you buried him. Oh, they could beat everybody in the 4-on-4, on 3-on-3, but they can't win the big one. Dark State needed to win some type of title, and fitting is the tag titles. So now you have a focus on who's the guys that we need to watch in Dark State. So now the other two dudes, what they're gonna do? At some point, somebody got to go for one of these singles titles, don't you think? So, also, we had the TNA title knockouts, the TNA Knockouts World Championship with Ash by Elegance, Mia Slamovich going against Jacy Jane. Ash by Elegance win, a.k.a. Dana Brooks. Okay, first of all, I'm going to be real with you. I'm so happy for Dana Brooks because she didn't really get Holly. She didn't get the run that I felt that she should have gotten WWE, and she's getting it in TNA. Masha Slamovich has held the title before, the knockout title, and I mean for a long period of time. I think damn near a year. So, and you had to get off of Jacy Jane. Because at some point, the TNA titles got to go back to TNA. So, Ash by Elegance made sense. You know what I'm saying? And Jacy Jane would have to deal with Lola Vice. So, I mean, Masha Slamovich is a beast. If her contract is ever up, I would love to see. Fuck WWE. I would love to see her in AEW. But no. Like I said, Ash by Elegance. I actually I'm having fun, man. I'm sorry because, bro, it's nice to see it with a title belt, especially after leaving WWE and everything. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna see that set up, what have you. Of course, I think the next feud that was set up, Jada Parker gonna be going against Lash Legend at some point. They both be beefing. I think it was a match that was announced for the culling. Is the two ladies supposed to be having a tag match with somebody? Oh, we're setting up shit for the next NXT. It's funny how they use the pay-per-view to set up TV shit for next week. Love it. What else I was thinking? Hold on, let me make sure I hit the elder. Oh yeah, I get to join Grace and them in a second. But like I said, myself, like I said, I'm curious to see what the reign of Ash by Elegance is going to be moving forward. And like I said, I'm seeing Jacy Jayne losing to Lola Vice. And also, the season's already been planted for Fatal Influence to break up. But especially in this knockout match, because Nyx, she caused her and Fallon Henley to get kicked out of the ring, get kicked out of the match, because she punched Ash. What was it? Ash by Elegance? No, it was Misha Slamovich. She punched her. No, she punched Ash by Elegance, and the referee saw it. They kicked him out, which enabled Ash by Elegance to break up the pin that Jacy Jayne had later on in the match. So, yeah. Now, burial number 3. Blake Monroe took on Jordan Grace. And, no, don't get it twisted. It was a damn good match. Blake did everything she needed to do to set up how she was going to win it, because she worked on Jordan Grace's arm. So a lot of the moves that Grace could have pulled off, she couldn't do. And at the end of the match, she gets DDT'd and the match is over. And also there was even a turnbuckle part, which I missed that. I actually missed that at first. I don't know what I was doing. And then when I went back and saw the replay, I said, well, damn. So, okay. You know what I'm saying? Because when she kicked her chest their shoulder went straight into that damn ring bucket, it was over. So there you go. They have been, man, you know something? Jordan Grace, God, man, they have been treating her. Ooh. With 2 chances at the title, lost. Loses to Blake Monroe, which I kind of figured they weren't going to have Blake Monroe take a loss. I mean, they have buried this girl. I mean, don't get it twisted. Yes, is she in a main event feud? Is she this? Is she that? This lady was like one of the longest reigning TNA wrestlers, one of the best wrestlers on their promotion. And it's funny how Cedric Vercure can come in and win the title. Julie can come in and win the title. But the girl Jordan Grace? So, yeah. And 2, I'm not even going to front. I still feel that Blake Monroe's impact at NXT is it ain't hit. It still ain't resonating, I think, in my opinion. I could be wrong. In the comments, whether you're on YouTube, Spotify, wherever, let me know if I'm what I'm missing. Cause it ain't the same gravitas, you feel me? Just being honest with you. So, and last but not least, of course, Team Canada defeated Team United States. And what is so crazy? Still took the pin. Tyra May still took the pin. And I mean, she did some amazing shit. That girl got them strong as fuck. Especially when she what would they call it? God dang it. Back belly. No, excuse me. Flip suplexed both before I see Apple Fire and even Page. But see, made sense. Chelsea Green should not take the pin. Actually, it made sense for Chelsea Green to get the win, as well as for Tyra May Steele to take the pin, because Tyra May Steele is evolved. She's the youngster in it. Your girl's a veteran. Booking it makes sense. It also protects Tavian Heights. It protects even Page. It also keeps their feud going without you having even Page being pinned. And it could set up Chelsea Green versus Tyra May Steele if they want to go that route. Nobody was buried. So we go from a show where people got made the AEW Forbidden Door, and everybody looked good in defeat and in victory, to a show NXT where you had 3 talents that I just sit here and name to you that got fucking buried by the fucking booking. Smoke that up. But Heatwave was a good pay-per-view. I liked it for talking about it. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't agree with some of the calls. Because I actually wanted to see Ricky Starks go against Javion, you know what I'm saying? Javon Evans in a title feud. Or even make it to where it's interweaving between those 3. You feel what I'm saying? With Javon Evans being the champ, he can hold the belt for a little bit. He can be a transitional champ. But because it's like this, it's kind of like when we used to watch Santino Morales. He always makes it to the Final Four of the Royal Rumble, but we know he's never going to win it. I don't want that for Javon Evans. I don't want to feel like every time they put him in a big match, he ain't going to win. Why even care? Same thing with Jada Parker. Why even care? Same thing with Jordan Grace. Why do I give a fuck she's trying for the world title? Y'all ain't going to put it on her. Why do I give a fuck she's going to go for the North American title? Y'all ain't going to put it on her. Why do I even want to see a second match with her and Blake Monroe? Y'all probably have Blake Monroe go over. Because you're not going to have Blake Monroe lose right now. I don't even see how you even have a follow-up, because it could have been Blake Monroe lost, and then we see the crazy blonde bitch unhinged. Then you can give Blake Monroe that victory to move on to the world title. I don't know. It's Shawn Michaels love him blonde and sexy, no? All right, that's what. Sexy boy, just a sexy man. So anyway, now we got the Clash in Paris dropping this week, and now I'm thinking I may have to do another preview show this week. So y'all might look up and get 2 premium smokes where I preview the Clash in Paris, because for right now, for what I see, I only see 1, 2, 4 matches announced. So we have the battle for the shoes, Bronson Reed versus Roman Reigns. Who I think is going to win this match? I think Roman. Because, well, one, let's be honest, if he's not going to end the show, he's going to begin it. So that'll be the first match guaranteed. I think they're gonna have Roman go over on Bronson, but he's gonna get decimated by probably Braun Breaker. Because I'm trying to think, is there any? Because I think they're done filming the movie, so he's gonna be around for a minute. And I'm trying to see what's the next pay-per-view up. Let's see, we got okay, so we got Razzlepalooza coming up September 20th, Worlds Collide. So what I think is going to happen is Roman's going to take the win, but this is also going to set up him and Braun Breaker for a match where I think Braun Breaker might get the win. To set up a rivalry between them. I'll be very surprised if Bronson Reed gets the victory. If it does, it's because of hijinks. But yeah. Sheamus and Rusev in a good old-fashioned Donnybrook match. Meaty men slapping meat. I'm always for it. I know that sounds I was in the middle of recording. I'm sorry, smokers. I'm sorry. I thought something that went crazy with haywire anyway. But anyway, back to it. I'd be surprised if Brunson win. I don't see Bronson Reed beating the Tribal Chief. The only person I've seen out of that clique is either going to be Seth or it's going to be Braun Breaker. Period. I just want to see Bronson Reed walk out there with all that man's shoes. He said, I'm going to take them shoes too, nigga. I'm going to take all your shoes, nigga. I want them all. I like, damn, he took both his Jordans and shit. Oh, my God. And Clash in Paris for the World Heavyweight Championship. We'll have a fatal four-way as Rollins will defend against CM Punk, Jey Uso, and LA Knight. As y'all saw this past Monday Night Raw, they try to help each other out, but we see how that worked. They got decimated until, the big mate came and helped out. It was a very good, what was it, a street fight? It was a street fight match. Yeah, and everything. So these are matches that's being announced. And of course, Jake Paul versus John Cena. They set that up on Raw as well. Jake Paul knocked out John Cena at the end of the show or what have you. Cena's winning. Come on. Ain't no fucking way they'll have Jake Paul take the victory over Cena. Very good promo, too. I ain't even right. So now, all we have, like I said, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4 matches announced. What I'm expecting to hear is Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre. Because Randy RKO'd the shit out of Drew McIntyre. So I'm curious if they're going to set that match up to be the precursor to Cody versus Drew McIntyre at WrestlePalooza, because WrestlePalooza is a premium live event, is going head up against All Out. Excuse me, what is it? All In? Is it All In or All Out? Hold on, wait a second. Let's see. It's All Out. Okay, yeah. I think that's what's next. All Out. Oh, okay. Anyway, All Out. So I would think, and it's gonna be on ESPN. So I would think that one of the matches that you would probably fucking have on there is Cody versus Drew McIntyre. I see Drew McIntyre. Winning that match if that happens. I know they're going to do something when it comes to the women's heavyweight, the women's world title, because it's vacated. Stephanie McCure has been wrestling for it. So some tell me tonight on Raw, they're going to set up a match to decide who's going to, they even going to set up the match or have a match to see who qualifies to face Stephanie McCure for the title or to decide who is champ. So, and then of course I think what Seth, the other problem is, would they do Sami Zayn and Solo Sikoa at Clash? Some tell me it's even going to be 4 matches or 5. I think they're going to add a 5th match. If not a 5th or 6th match. Some tell me they might do a 5 to 6 match card. Because I think they're going to have the World Heavyweight Champion, the women's world title on the line. And you already got your grudge match. You got Logan. And yeah. Them were your 6 matches. That's my prediction. I predict, because you're going to have Drew, because Drew is internationally known. Drew is well loved overseas, the whole 9. It makes sense for Drew as well as Randy Orton to have this match in Paris. So I expect that to be announced on SmackDown. The women's title match should be announced or set up tonight on Raw, with Stephanie McCure awaiting either the winner of a match, could be a fatal 4-way, to see who will face her, or somebody steps up, but the question is who. You know what I'm saying? So I'm curious because like I said, I'm trying to figure out myself. Who's on Raw? Females on Raw. See, look at. Well, wait a second. Okay. Would this be the perfect time for Raquel Rodriguez? You got Io Sky and Rhea Ripley dealing with what's going on with Asuka and Kairi Sane. They rumored that they want to do a push and put a belt on Raquel Rodriguez. I expect it's going to be a 3-way or a 4-way. Io Sky. Would you put Ripley in it? Ripley. Oscar. Raquel Rodriguez. Raquel Rodriguez wins. She faces Stephanie McCure. And she defeats Stephanie McCure. Because, like I said, are we going to do this and we're going to put the belt on Stephanie McCure? Which I ain't got a problem with it. It is what it is. But now they did it with Oscar, because Oscar did win the title after a while, I think. And she still remained undefeated. So I don't know. But I think Raquel Rodriguez versus Stephanie McCure will be the match. And that's what I think is going to happen at Clash of Paris. So, on the WWE front, I don't even feel like even discussing, because I just sub on this motherfucker for like 2 damn hours, I think, almost. See? Yep, damn near 2 hours. So, well, we're about to see what happens this weekend, what matches are added, what's not. And that's it. I'm done, bro. I ain't got nothing else. I'm gassed. I did enough. So with that being said, I'm about to get up out of here. Like I said before, remember, please check out STO Podcast Network, flagship Smokers Lounge. Also, people, check out my subscription stuff. We're talking about the premium smoking on Loyal Fans, where the conversation gets saucier. Tits pop out, dildos might pop out. You don't know what might pop out unless you subscribe. As well as my 2 subscription side podcasts, which one I heard, I talked about earlier, had the smoke on it, as well as Savage Smoke, where I talk to the porn industry's top male talents and producers. We give you that real smoke about the industry from a male perspective. So, like I said, I'm done giving you this pro wrestling smoke. I think I might come back and do a preview show for Clash of Paris, since we didn't know the final set of matches, because I do not believe that they're just going to do 4 matches. No, I think 5 or 6. I think they're going to add 2 more matches. And if they do that, then I'm definitely coming back to discuss, you know what I'm saying, preview it, you know what I'm saying. Also, be on the lookout for me to preview, and I will be doing that, I think, next week. I will be previewing Ashe 10. You know what I'm saying? Because I think they have finally finalized their card. I'm gonna break it down. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. So, with that being said, you know how we end these things all day, every day here on the Smoke This Over Podcast Network. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience if you haven't learned anything? Smoke this over. We out.
Don't go to bed with no price on your head, no.
Yeah. Bullshit. You.
Don't do the crime.
Born rap star.
What's up? It's your boy Drizzy Drake, and you are now rocking with Kane.
Live on the stage, back on my shit. Now I'm beating dick to a point big. Back on my rap shit, no rap shit. Can't say shit. Just trying to be hood, but not dead to dick. Your boys can't watch from the sideline. As I get mine like a rip tide. Don't get carried by the rock side. As I try to get my broke days like apartheid. South Africa. Top spot, I'm coming after your laughter. For the boys who thought it was safe after I left the game. Now I'm back at the game. Ain't a damn thing changed. Still the same. The only thing that changed, I got some gray in my mane. I'm still the champ. I'm still the shit. It's all the drizzly shit. Not even worth a comment.
Don't go to bed with no price on your head, no. Don't do the
What's up? It's your boy Drizzy Drake, and you are now rocking with Kane.
crime.
Yeah.